Hi everyone, Joe Vitale, Vitale Wealth Management with the Grady Investments Market Update. Everything is from August 20th, 2024. Let's get into the week in review. Stocks were up last week, and the U.S. international and emerging market segments were all higher. The S&P 500 was up 4% almost and is now up 17.47 year to date after inflation data was viewed positively. Bonds were also up last week and are up 2.9% for the year. And the U.S. Treasury rates only changed slightly during the week, but are down from levels at the end of June. Talking about the upcoming economic release, after inflation reports came in better than expected last week, all eyes are on the U.S. Federal Reserve Chair Powell this week when he speaks on Friday at the Jackson Hole Symposium. Investors will be looking for any commentary that suggests rate cuts are on the horizon, hoping for at least a 0.25% rate cut next month. Let's talk about market outlook. Stocks have rebounded after job report created some consternation earlier this month. In Gradient's opinion, they believe that not be fully clear as of August and September are historically lower return months for the continuous election could create higher levels of volatility, which we're seeing. As we look forward, another headwind for the markets may come in the form of elevated earnings expectations. According to FactSet, consensus expectations are for 6% sales and 15% earnings growth in 2025. Again, Gradient believes that these expectations are overly optimistic and we could see lowered expectations as the year progresses. Talk about some recent activity. There were individual trades in the G33. They added Dynatrace, and the G40I added JD.com. Buffered Outcomes and the Endowment Series, both portfolios added SIXJ and sold BFEB last week. As you know, rebalancing every quarter, making sure everything's in line with market trends and what's happening. I talk about some stocks in the news. Walmart, which is in the Core Select portfolio, reported results that beat expectations on earnings and also raised its full-year outlook. The CFO, John David Rainey, provided some caution on near-term issues, but they are not currently projecting a recession. Cardinal Health, which is in our G50 portfolio, reported results last week that exceeded estimates on revenue and earnings, and the company also raised their earnings per share guidance for the fiscal year 2025. Also, we saw a little bit, we'll talk about this more next week, but what happened today is talk about real time. We saw a revision in the jobs numbers. They all of a sudden, which was so great, all these jobs being created were actually overinflated, 818,000, which is like a 30% correction. What does that mean? That means that they're talking about the market is not as rosy as they're saying it is. And we're going to feel that too. We see GM's going to lay off another 1,000. We're seeing cuts everywhere. So our belief is, I think we're still okay. We're still seeing some really good earnings. The market is still chugging along, hoping they're factoring in that 0.25% rate cut for the Fed next month. So hopefully that happens. But there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of volatility, which is why, again, ad nauseum is so important to stay the course and to be properly allocated. It's easy to say stay the course when you've got money coming in almost guaranteed or guaranteed from the different accounts that we set up, and having guaranteed buckets of money is a lot easier to keep your mind, right, and keep at peace. Also, this is our open house here in our Metamora office. So as you see, I've got our polo on, and we have a little open house on a shred day. Probably going to do another one of these coming up maybe next year in the first quarter or second quarter. But just wanted to say it's a great way to come out. Whatever you want to, stop on by, see the new office renovations we did here in Metamora at any time. But that's it for this week. If you like any questions or like to get a hold of us, you know the number, 855-756-5700. Visit us at vitalewealth.com. And God bless you. We look forward to seeing you again next week.